Man, the Kansas City Chiefs must have been some misbehaved children the way the Eagles put that belt to ass in the Super Bowl, bro. That was a beatdown of a lifetime.
Yes,
We got
sir.
Super Bowl analysis. We got a new head coach hired in the NFL. Hey,
Hmm.
now, we got some NBA fallout. We got some karma to say about the NBA. We're going to get into that too, man. But yeah, we got a bunch to get into. What's up, Jordan? How we doing?
What's going on, dog? What's going on, people? What we got going on today, bro? How you feeling?
Oh, bro, I'm feeling better, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Super Bowl, God bless. Chiefs lost.
Dog, was not expecting that at all. We going straight into the analysis?
Before we get into the analysis, this episode is brought to you by Huga House.
Yep.
Looking for top-of-the-line quality hats, beanies, long sleeves, and hoodies at a competitive price? Check out Huga House and use code FLAG15 for 15% off your purchase. That's FLAG15 for 15% off at checkout. Worn by people such as Aaron Rodgers, Shane Gillis, Shohei Ohtani, Josh Allen, and more. Shop Huga House today. You know I'm always repping the
I'm about to
guys.
say, go ahead, show them,
Yeah.
show them the merch, show them the gear.
Every time, fellas, you know it. Make
Yep.
sure you get the Huga House, high quality stuff. But yeah, let's get into the analysis, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm itching to get into it because I had a lot of ways I thought this could go. Eagles putting belt to ass was not one of them. That
Yeah.
was not on my bingo card.
I didn't think so either. But again, I think they followed the Tampa Bay formula, where it was like you just put pressure on Pat Mahomes like that. It was crazy to think that they got that much. I mean, they got pressure all around, like their edges, but that interior was getting whooped all
Right.
day, which is crazy considering like Creed Humphrey and everybody else. But yeah, no, they got whooped. Pat Mahomes was running for his life, and it was amazing to see, bro. It was amazing to
It
see.
warmed my heart. I felt like the Grinch the way my heart was growing watching it.
Yeah, I was not expecting this, dog. And then like when it was 17-0, I'm like, all right, here comes the magical comeback. We know how the script's gonna go. It's gonna go like it was against the Niners. They're gonna come back, get some crazy plays, and Pat Mahomes gonna do Pat Mahomes things. Also, Xavier Worthy had the quietest 157 yards I've ever seen in my life.
That's what I'm saying.
Dog.
2 tuds, 8 catches.
He
Like,
went
what?
absolutely nuke. Like if they had won that game, he would have been MVP over Pat Mahomes probably, just based off
Yeah,
his
with how many
performance.
turnovers he had.
Yeah, that's wild.
Man. But yeah, the way the Eagles were celebrating, man, Nick Sirianni, when he went to the podium, he should have just said,
We're not going to apologize for winning.
Yeah, dog. It was
because ESPN just
the
been
time.
burying him. Besides Pat's show, literally every other ESPN and Fox Sports show just absolutely buried Nick Sirianni.
For
all
what, though?
season long. Oh, he's just some big dumb dipshit is pretty much what every lower third said.
Yeah, okay, don't get me wrong. He has the most talented roster in football. So I think they would have won a lot of games regardless.
But think about the amount of
I-
egos on that team.
I'm about to say, I think he's still a good coach. Like, he rubs people the wrong way, and I know he can be a little bit annoying sometimes because he's kind of arrogant. We get that. But what he does works for the city of Philly. So, I mean, there's
Right.
not too much that you can say about it. And he's a Super Bowl winning coach now, so it is what it is. I don't think his job was in danger even if they lost because he got them to the Super Bowl.
No, it definitely wasn't in danger
No.
this year. Last year, I thought he was getting fired.
No, because the wild card
Yeah, and
collapse,
the fact
yeah.
they lost like 6 in a row.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I was of the camp. I didn't think that there was a reason for his job to be called, even with that, because I get it. They have a talented roster, and they should have won it even in that game. But still, it's like,
It felt like he lost the locker room. I think that's why people were calling for his job.
I mean, I feel like it was. I don't want to say it was. I feel like just people regressed. Like Jalen Hurts had a bad year. They
Yeah.
didn't have Saquon, so. Again, Saquon changed life first and foremost because I think they probably would have looked similar to last year if they didn't have Saquon.
Bro set the record this year. Did you
Yeah,
see
I think
that?
Saquon changed life for the whole team, which is why he was in the MVP running.
But the New York Giants, man, they just couldn't shell out that $13 million for him.
Heck.
Oh, dude, John Mara has got to be sick to his stomach.
I'm kind of happy they didn't because I'm glad Saquon got his ring. It's the
Yes.
best team he could have possibly been on to
Yes.
get a ring.
He almost went to the Bears. He took less money from the Eagles.
And
Like he was going to go to the Bears.
that's because he knew he had a better chance to win a ship.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
wanted to win.
Yeah, and he did.
And man, all of Jalen Hurts' doubters have all been silenced now. I'm not saying he's a top 3 quarterback, but you can't say he's anything lower than 5 now.
He's a good quarterback.
He's top 5 now.
Yeah,
Has
I
to
still
be.
think he's a game manager, but I think he's an above average game manager.
Dude, he looked good. He's a dog in the playoffs.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. It's just like sometimes his decision making just be like, I'd be scratching my head, dog. Like that one interception where he had where he just kind of floated it to AJ Brown. AJ
I
was
mean,
going down the
yeah,
sideline. I'm like, bro,
yeah.
what are we doing?
But
Throws
I
like
mean,
that, just throw it away.
I said the same thing about Lamar Jackson when he tried to change hands on a fumble. So
Yeah, true.
we'll
I
get into
guess
Lamar later,
I'm about to
but
say, I guess
yeah.
it's just trying to make a play, which I get, you know.
Well, I mean, look at Mahomes. He was the consensus best quarterback in the world, and
Hmm.
he played like crap.
Hmm.
He
Uh,
played horrific.
I will also say that they weren't supposed to be there. I know record wise they were, but like, if anybody watched any of the NFL this season, they didn't play that well. I
Oh,
mean,
karma definitely caught up to him.
yeah. So I think, like you said, it just caught up to him.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
I'm glad the Eagles won.
Oh, dude, me too. I was rooting hardcore, man. When Cooper DeJean got that pick
That was
six,
tough.
that
That
was
was tough.
crazy. Got one
Mahomes
for the
tried to do his
culture.
little sidearm. Coop was sitting right there. I was like, oh yeah, yeah,
I'm so glad you ignored
yeah.
what I said.
Dude, what did you say?
I said he got one for the culture.
Yeah, he did. Coop got that N-word pass.
I didn't know we were built like that. Hell yeah, Cooper.
No, but that Zach Baum one was crazy too.
Dude, that was an athletic play.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
Athletic
Also,
play.
I didn't know that he had a fresh baldy. Boy, he took his helmet off. I saw my reflection. I said, "Oh my gosh,
Ball.
bald, bald!" Like SpongeBob. Yeah, that caught me off guard, bro.
Bro, he is about
Yo,
to get pizzade this offseason. You
what
better
what
believe it.
what was his contract right now?
It was a 1 year vet min.
Oh heck, he's getting
He
14,
is
15 a
he's
mil.
getting pizzade.
So how much Fred make? Fred's making like 18, right?
Think so.
I think
Yeah.
Fred's making 8. Patrick Queen's making 14. I think he's like third
Roquan's
paid.
making like 18.
I think he'll probably get in like the 16, 17 ballpark.
Here's the thing about him is that A, we don't know if Vic Fangio is going to retire. B, we don't know if the Eagles are going to have the money to keep him.
Mhm.
And C, if he goes, because remember, he played 4 years for the Saints and didn't do good in that defense. He was a special teamer.
Yeah.
But he came to Philly and was in the right fit. So
Yeah.
where he signs in free agency, if it's not the right fit, is he going to go back to be a special teamer at $16 million?
I think he
a
would go
year?
back, even if it's just a little bit less money, just because of the talent that they have around him. I think
That
Philly's.
he knows he thrives.
Yeah, that too. I'm not saying he's not a good player because he balled out and was, but it also helps when you have a roster like that, so you can play your game. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I could just list off all.
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
amazing
saying. Like
defensive
he
players.
has the pieces around him on that defense. Now, granted, Darius Slay say he's only coming back for one more year. We
He's
don't know
getting
if it's
old, ain't he?
yeah. He's like 32, 33.
He's
And we
gonna come
don't
back to the Eagles.
That's what I'm saying. He says he's hoping it's the Eagles. I think he'll come back even if it's for less money just because of what they have. Also, he can still play. I guess he's not what he was in Detroit, but I
No.
think that he still has I put him in like the Stephon Gilmore category where even though they're older, they're still serviceable. They can still start on a team.
Like Pat Pete on the Vikings.
Yeah. Not Pat
Not
Pete
the
on the
Steelers.
Steelers. Yeah.
Not the Steelers.
Pat Pete on the Vikings.
Vikings. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say that.
And he can always move back to safety if one of the safeties gets injured.
Hmm.
That's an easy way to put an old corner.
Yeah, he's still a ball hawk.
Oh yeah, he's still a dog. He's still big play Slay for sure. But I mean, the whole defense should have won the Super Bowl MVP in my
Yeah.
opinion. I mean, Sweat. I saw that like 3 or 4 times.
Dog. I think they had a record of 7 sacks.
Something like that.
Yeah,
It
I think
felt-
they
And you know
tied the
what's
record.
the absolute craziest part of it all? Do you know how many
What?
plays they blitzed?
They rushed forward a lot. I don't think they blitzed that much, did they? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty
Crusade.
sure they got pressure before. I don't
They-
remember them sending any heat.
They set that record or tied it or whatever it was. 0 blitzes.
Yeah.
So not only were they getting pressure, they had 7 in
Yeah,
coverage.
I don't remember them sending heat, so
They didn't at
Yeah.
all. They didn't have to.
that's wild. That's really
Sweat
wild.
and Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, man, you could just go on and on about
That's
those
really
guys.
wild.
Even Jeremiah Trotter Jr. got in there. That Mahomes fumble, I thought he was hurt.
The Pat Mahomes fumble?
Yeah, like because he had like his arm out and then like they slammed it back, kind of like.
Oh,
a
you mean
injury.
he was throwing the because his
Yeah.
arm went like all. It was weird.
I
Yeah,
thought it was.
yeah.
I thought he was injured. I was like, oh, they're
Yeah.
definitely cooked.
Yeah.
So I do have a question. This is a popular question I've seen on social media.
Okay.
When did you think the game was over?
24 zip.
Really?
Because I thought that there was no way the Chiefs were going to come back from that, solely because of how bad their offensive line was playing, and Patty was just out of it. They were getting after him. And I also know we know how the Eagles operate. Once they put their foot on the gas, they're not really ones to relinquish a lead, especially with that roster that they have.
Not
I didn't
Kellen
think the
Moore
Chiefs could
calling
overcome that.
plays.
If it was the Chiefs With like Tyreek Hill in their prime, I would say they'd had a better chance than this current roster
Yeah.
that they have right now.
I had such a bad feeling about that game. The dagger for me was the turnover on downs at midfield, and then the very next play they threw the touchdown to Devontae Smith.
Oh yeah,
And
that
to
was
me,
a
it was like, all right, it's
dot
over.
by
But
Jalen Hurts too.
even going into the half, what was it, 24-0 at the half?
27, I think.
Either way, whatever it was,
Yeah.
going into the half, I still was like, this game's not over.
No, you're right. It was 24. It was 24. They
Like, he
they kicked
gave-
the field goal afterwards.
I had the Brady feeling of like, this game's not over. It feels over, but it's not over because of who's at quarterback.
I didn't. Only, like I said, only because of the roster. But I can also understand why you did feel that way because he's done it before. It's not like he hasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Remember when
Yeah.
he did to the Texans?
Yeah, and
That's what I'm
that was
saying.
24 points.
So when they turned it over at midfield and then one play touchdown, I was like, they not like us. It's like, I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm not an Eagles fan.
Caveat, real quick. I like
Let's talk about
Kendrick.
it.
That
Let's
was
talk
one of
about
the worst halftime shows I've ever seen in my entire life, and I like Kendrick. I just don't
I
think
love
that he's a
Kendrick,
good
dude.
performer.
See, he's a good performer, but he was playing deep cuts. Play the hits, brother.
That's what I'm saying. And then he was sending all these subliminal messages. It was like, I don't care.
Bro,
I
had
don't
Serena
care.
Williams crip walking.
I thought he was going to say the
I thought
credophile.
he was. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought he was saying PDF file. too.
Yeah. That was, I thought he was going to say it. And then he was like, I was like, all right.
When he was like, I want to play their favorite song, and they did the dun dun dun.
But then like the
oh.
sue me or something like that. Yeah, that part was funny, bro. That
And
was
then
funny.
The absolute best part of the entire performance was the say Drake.
Yeah, he was smiling. He was like, say Drake. You like him young. I didn't think he was going to say the A minor bar either, but he did. That was tough.
Dude, he was wearing an A minor chain. Did you see that?
Oh, with the A on it.
That's what
Yo,
that was.
Somebody
That's
said
the
it was for
music
like
note.
Adonis. Oh, there was an A minor. Yo, that's funny. That is so funny. That is so funny. You know,
Yeah.
SZA came on there.
Dude,
I
I gotta
like
give
me some
flowers to
SZA.
SZA.
I like me some SZA,
Ain't no
boy.
shame in my game. All right, SZA. Oh, her
I like me.
music is
I like me some
sensational.
SZA, bro. I like
Oh,
SZA.
man. I won't sit there and like listen to like a whole album, but like if she comes on through the
Her newest
shuffle-
album was pretty good, but I'm not
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say I'm the biggest SZA fan, but I like SZA a lot.
Oh no, I'm not gonna sit here and say she's one of my like top 3 favorite artists, but like if she comes on occasionally through the shuffle,
What if
Fine
Haley was
wine.
a big fan? Would you go to a SZA concert?
yes.
Yeah, I
And
would
she
too.
is a big fan.
I would too.
She is
Yeah,
a
I
big
would.
fan.
I definitely would. I wouldn't know all the songs, but then one. How can I lose? Oh, yeah, that's my song right there.
SZA came out at half, and Haley was like, "Finally, a part I enjoy."
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was not feeling it, and I'm like, and it was like it was really mixed reactions from what I saw from people.
Yeah, it's mostly negative. Like,
Yeah.
I loved all the messages and stuff, but like in the moment, I was like, okay.
And then I thought he was bringing other people out. He teased all of that, and it was only SZA. No, I'm
Where's
not
Lil
saying.
Wayne?
I'm not saying SZA was. Everybody was saying Wayne should have. If Wayne done it, boy, he would have had some hits on that stage, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wayne would have took over. I think that's why he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because Wayne would have took it. It should have been Wayne in the first place. Let's be real.
It definitely should have been Wayne. I would have rather had a Wayne halftime show than Kendrick. And let's be real, it was only Kendrick because he did this whole diss track with Drake. And
It was only Kendrick because he won 5 Grammys.
yeah. Hey, now, I'm not gonna lie, new album was cool. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I know Squabble
I
Up
didn't
and like
either.
some of the other stuff. It was alright. It was alright. It's not my thing.
I prefer old Kendrick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not my thing. I need swimming pools, Kendrick.
Yeah,
I need Mad
good
City
kid,
Kendrick.
Good kid,
Yeah,
Mad City.
I need Mad City
backseat-
Kendrick.
Backseat freestyle.
Yeah,
Come on.
bro. Yeah, dog. King Kuta. I need that. I need that.
Yes, sir. But man, let's get into something that has some underlying stuff as well. But I mean, overall, I think Will is more positive thought. Are the Eagles the new Chiefs? Think about it. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Mhm.
Jalen
Mhm.
paid. Saquon paid.
Mhm.
Goddard paid. AJ paid. Devontae paid. 3 of the offensive linemen paid. Like, they got
What's
the
their
tools to
cap
run it back.
situation? Because cap is increasing next year as well.
I think they have like 20. I'm looking it up now because I don't know. So Howie Roseman GM, like we said, they have 18 million. Before
That's not a lot to work with, but I think they can make it work. I don't know if they have any prominent free agents. I don't think they do. Like you said, I think everybody's either on a contract or paid up.
Yeah, that's
Like
what
on
I'm
a
saying.
rookie or paid up.
Yeah, I don't know. Like they got Zach Bond that might take most of that money though. That's the problem.
I don't think
So-
he's getting more than 16.
Yeah, but when you only have 18 million, you got to
But
save
if
some
they
of that
do
for
like a
later.
signing bonus, they can put everything on the back end.
Yeah, that's true. They can kind of foot the bill to try and run it back.
Yeah.
It really only they're not really running it back until they figure out what they're doing
Also, we know
at
they can
offensive
make it work.
coordinator,
Salary cap is just a suggestion.
especially with Howie Roseman.
It's just a suggestion. But are
But
they a
yeah,
dynasty?
well,
I would
they are the
say
favorites to repeat.
that's what I'm saying. I would say it's a pretty good chance. I don't think it would be Chiefs level.
They're not going to three-peat.
Yeah, no. I could see them going back next year. Um it just depends. If they I don't they don't seem like a roster, especially with the dogs that they have, that would get complacent.
Right.
So I don't know how feasible a hangover is for them. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But
Yeah.
they most definitely could be. They're talented enough for sure.
As long as Quinyon Cooper and Jalen Carter are all on rookie deals, I don't see why they can't run it back.
Hmm.
So,
And they
I
just
mean,
locked up Coop and Quinion, so they're good for
well,
years.
yeah,
And
they were
Jalen's not.
rookies. They still got
Jalen's
3
probably
years.
not due till what, year after next?
Jalen Carter?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think this was year 2 for him.
yeah. So year after next probably. So I think
Yeah.
you're good.
So, I think the Eagles can run it back. Obviously, it's way too early because we got free agency and draft and yada yada yada. But
Hmm.
I mean, the Eagles put the blueprint out on how to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
If I'm the Browns GM, Andrew Berry, with the blueprint, like rushing 4, dropping 7 to beat the Chiefs, Myles Garrett's price tag just went through the roof. Because with a guy like Myles Garrett, you can get home with 4.
Exactly.
So they're going to jack up his trade price.
I'm seeing a lot about the Bears getting Miles.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
do
what I'm
it.
seeing. I don't
They're not
know
ready
what
yet.
how much validity it has, but that's what I've been seeing.
They're not ready
I think
yet.
they're a year or two removed from being like good.
I would say if Myles Garrett wasn't in the AFC North, I would genuinely say the Ravens are a contender for him. But in
You-
the AFC North, not
Have
a
you
chance.
seen the stuff? Just real quick, have you seen the stuff about Debo saying he wants to be in the North?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of stuff about Debo. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had that tacked on at the end of the episode.
Because he just
Get into
fits
that.
the North, whether it's us or y'all. I think us or y'all are his best fits, but we'll see.
I think he's a better fit with you guys.
I think he is too, just because of his play style.
Well, Pickens is a very deep threat, so if you
Yeah.
have that shifty underneath guy in Debo, I think that's a good.
Also,
fit
you
on-
know
on
Arthur
bias
Smith
list.
loves his dumb little gadget plays that don't make any sense. He's gonna have Debo running something stupid.
Debo out of the backfield, which
Yeah,
actually isn't a bad
no,
idea.
that's not a bad idea. He's a 99 running back on Madden.
Every time.
Every time. Him and Tyreek, bro.
No, but it really depends on the quarterback for y'all because I heard Justin Fields has a big market.
I hear that Russ isn't coming back. I've seen so many reports saying Russ isn't coming back, so I'm pretty sure he's not. I know Fields is
think
going to have a
Fields is coming
market.
either.
No, because Fields, we're not going to pay him anything.
You know who I think you're gonna get?
Don't say Jackson Dart.
Well, that would be the draft.
Okay, no,
I'm
give me
talking
a
about
free
the
agent.
veteran.
Give me a free agent. A-Rod? I'm going to take A-Rod for a year. See, I had a conversation with my fam. We were kind of split. Some people said Russ for a year coming back over A-Rod. I made the argument A-Rod's still a more talented thrower of the football. Granted, he had a
100%.
Granted he had a down year with the Jets, but did you see the Jets? It didn't matter how talented they were; they were terribly coached.
Yeah.
They were a dumpster fire, and A-Rod is not what he once was. I don't think he'll be MVP level, but if he gives
No.
me
80%.
28 and 10, 28 and 11 like he just did with the Jets, I will be happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But now, how would you feel about Aaron Rodgers and Will Howard being your quarterback room next year?
I'm
You
not
drop or an Aaron Rodgers and Kyle McCord quarterback.
I'm gonna be
room.
real. If it's gonna be anybody in the later rounds that's not named Jalen Milrow, I want Jackson Dart. And this is me.
He's gonna be a top.
That's what I'm saying. But this is me on record saying it. If Jackson Dart slips out of the first round, I'd rather that. If we're gonna go the A-Rod route, I'm just saying. I think he's gonna have a McCarthy rise.
I think if you want Jackson, you're gonna have. Well, Jackson's already projected as a first round pick. So if you want Jackson, you're gonna have to draft him in the first.
They already got him in the first.
Oh yeah.
Aye.
Oh yeah. It's because of how weak this class is.
This class is weak. It's not as bad as the Kenny Pickett class, but it's.
No. But I mean, Kyle McCord or Will Howard in the third round's not a bad idea.
I'd rather have Will Howard out of the two of them, if I was to
Really?
pick one.
We'll have to embrace debate
Will.
about that later.
Will Howard.
Will Howard. Dude, a bunch of Yinzers. Oh god.
But I will say, just I remember Art Rooney in his recent interview with the media was saying like we were going to build the quarterback room around like whoever the starter was going to be. We just signed
Right.
Skylar Thompson, who's a mobile quarterback, which makes me think it's going to be Justin Fields' route, or we're going to try to get somebody mobile in the draft, which is also why I'm kind of saying Milrow.
You know what's my dream job?
What?
To be the emergency third quarterback.
Oh my gosh.
You never have to play. You have zero expectations. You get to just show up, sit in the meetings, eat free food, and cash NFL checks for years. There's no reason Skylar Thompson should be in the NFL.
Skylar Thompson is still in
I'm
the
not
NFL.
even mad. Bro's showing up. He's cashing NFL checks with free food, free places to work out. He gets to hang out with Mike Tomlin all day. Like,
Dog,
I'm
a
not
backup
hating.
quarterback is even a good career.
And
Like,
you have zero expectations of Skylar
Yeah.
Thompson. But
Scott-
he's still cashing
Scout-
NFL checks.
think about this, bro. If you're a scout team, you're still making 6 figures a year.
You're making almost $1 million
Yeah,
as a third quarterback.
you're making 6 figures a year, even a scout team. You're still set for life. So
I
take
think Vet Min's over $1 million now.
That is over $1 million. It's like 1 point.
So that's what I'm
something.
saying. So Skylar Thompson's cashing $1 million checks from the NFL, and there's zero.
And probably more
expectations.
with
And he's got-
incentive.
And he's got zero responsibilities. He gets to
Mhm.
just show up and be like, oh, what are we talking about today, fellas?
Yep.
Like, I'm so jealous. I'm not even mad at him. I want to be him.
Emergency
Oh, man.
quarterback. That's funny.
Man, Skylar Thompson being the emergency third quarterback, man.
We're not going to apologize for winning.
Yeah,
Skylar
yeah.
Thompson, you should not apologize for winning and cashing the
Nah,
NFL
we're going
checks, bro. Good
we're
for
going
you,
the mobile
bro.
quarterback route, which I'm not mad because it's a mobile quarterback's game now. Even if you're not like run first, which I don't think any of the top quarterbacks are. They're all like scramblers. They're all like improvisers. I'd say they're more improvisers than scramblers, but they
Yeah.
can run when need be. So
Yeah.
as long as you have a quarterback that does that, I feel like you win games as long as they're doing what they're supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to have so much time to get into this because the combine's up in 2 weeks.
Yep. I'm
So
excited
we'll
for
have
it.
a lot of NFL draft
Yeah.
coverage coming then.
Yeah.
But let's get into something more recent that happened in the
Mm-hmm.
NFL. Last piece of NFL news for now. Kellen Moore, the new Saints head coach.
Mhm.
Congratulations, Kellen.
Great hire. Great hire.
Yeah, great hire. I mean, good for him getting the highest of highs because brother is about to go to the lowest of lows for the next 2 years.
He got Spencer Rattler as his starter.
That team is a dumpster fire that is in cap hell. They're like $80 million over the cap.
What's crazy is their roster isn't bad. It's just because of what they've done
It's
with these
just old as
contracts.
dirt now.
Yeah, what they've done with these contracts is wild. But
Like Kellen
I think it's
Moore,
a
you
good hire.
can't even judge him for 2 years because of how bad that team is.
I know. I think they're not gonna be good, but I think they're gonna be okay to watch depending on who their quarterback is.
I think it's gonna be Rattler. Not gonna
Ugh.
lie.
He might make Rattler look passable for a year.
I mean, Derek Carr's still there, so I wonder if they'll keep him.
He'll probably because Derek Carr's not bad. He's
And
just,
Olave will be back
painfully
from his
average.
concussion.
he needs to retire, dog. He's been getting knocked. Like he's like the most unfortunate receiver I've ever seen. Like he reminds me of like Luke Kuechly at receiver.
Oh,
Like dog.
God.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
This is a
unfortunate.
deep pool. What about Johnny Knox? That's kind of
Like Jackass.
no.
That's Johnny Knoxville. I'm tripping. Who's Johnny Knox?
Oh, you're not hip, Unk.
Nah, who's Johnny Knox?
He was like a receiver in like the early 2010s for the Bears that had like all the potential. He was Tavon Austin without the really cool college highlights.
Okay.
And then he got injured like his first 2 years and still had like all the potential in the world. And then he
Mm-hmm.
broke his back and had to retire.
Oh, see, when you say Bears, I was thinking Kevin White.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
a
that's
good
what I
one.
was thinking.
There-
Okay.
It's sad there's so many, but you know
Yeah.
who's the? And I know this is totally off topic, but I just
No, you're
wanna
good. Go
fit this
ahead.
in. The absolute pinnacle of elite potential, but completely ruined by.
Let me try to guess.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you said completely ruined by injuries. No, I was gonna go the Josh Gordon route.
Nope. Injuries. Talking injuries.
Give me a sec.
Best-
Receiver?
Yes, best known NFC team. He was with an NFC team.
Probably Megatron.
Right division, wrong team. I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
Go ahead.
So I'll give you one more hint. His last name is a food.
I feel like I should get it off of that, but I'm still blanking.
You should. Oh, dude. If you don't know who this is, the amount of flags that are gonna come flying
Go ahead.
your way, brother. Sidney Rice.
Oh, I'll be playing with him
Dude.
on Madden and like the little Legends thing. Yeah,
Yes,
That's a good one.
Sidney Rice. Potential,
that's a good one.
reality because of injuries.
That's a good one. Oh,
And
you know who's
anybody-
another one? Not really
Who?
injuries though. No, it was injuries. Sterling Sharp.
Oh yeah, when he,
Yeah, he
when
like
he
hurt
broke
his neck.
neck,
Yeah, bro.
Shannon says all the time about how Sterling was the best
Was better,
football player in
yeah.
the family.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And he's now officially a Hall of Famer, so congrats to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well deserved, in my opinion.
How do you feel about Eli
But
not making it?
it's warranted. He wasn't a first ballot.
Mm-hmm.
If he got in on first ballot, it was because of his name. Also, Marshall Yonda, T. Sizzle, and Adam Vinatieri all not making first ballot. Absurd.
Out of the crazy, I think the crazy ones out of that is Adam Vinatieri.
Marshall
Just based
Yonda's
off what
one
he's
of the
done in his
best
career.
guards of all time.
Yes, him too. But I'm saying just based off like the rings and like the clutch kicks, I'm pretty sure. I'm surprised Vinatieri didn't make it.
Not to mention the fact he's the all-time leading scorer in the NFL.
That too. That didn't make sense to me.
Like, he's so valuable. You think
Yeah.
Brady has those rings?
No.
Without Vinny?
That didn't make sense to me.
It's annoying. And there's a lot of people outraged by it, and rightly so. I was shocked Luke Kuechly wasn't in. I didn't know if I had him as a first ballot, but
I don't
he's
think he
definitely
played
in.
enough because
That's what I'm saying. He's definitely in.
What was he like? He wasn't like as far as like the Patrick Willis as far as playing only like 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
it.
Luke was because of concussions.
Yeah.
So
He
like I said,
probably
I have-
still would have been in the league if he didn't have concussions. He'd probably been early 30s right now. He's early
He'd
30s.
be around the same age as Wagner, Bobby Wagner.
He would still be
So-
playing it. He might
Yeah,
still
he's
be playing because Bobby's what, like 35?
Yeah,
34?
he's
Yeah.
definitely smart enough for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Vinny should have been in. That was a crime. But you want to get into other things that might be considered a crime?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Luka Doncic. That trade in itself,
He had his debut.
criminal.
And we're also saying that, y'all, because AD is injured.
Yep.
Again.
Go ahead, Unc. Go into it, please.
Anthony Davis is going to miss some time again. What's the injury? Did they specify?
It is a adductor strain. Did you hear the
That's like the
timeline?
stomach, right?
Yes, I believe
Okay.
so. It's either stomach or back.
Okay.
I think it's lower stomach.
Okay.
Did you hear the timeline?
Isn't it, what you call it? Indefinite?
Well, it was until they revealed the injury. It's
Okay.
now at least a month, but looking like several weeks.
Ah!
And Luka Doncic played good last night. They
Yeah,
beat
14
the hell
points.
out of the Jazz.
Yeah.
I saw a thing.
They just wanted to get his
Bleacher
feet
Report-
wet.
Shout out Bleacher Report. Y'all are a bunch of trolls. Did you see where they posted that Luka Doncic has now tied Bronny James for all-time points in league
I think I did
history?
see that. I think I did.
Bunch
Yo,
of trolls.
that's hilarious.
You
Yo.
assholes.
I think I did see that.
Give that intern a promotion, whoever came up with that.
Again, like we talked about, though, Lakers secured their future.
Absolutely.
Mavs,
Excuse me.
we'll see.
Dude, I love this trade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love this trade this year. I love this trade next year. I love this trade the year after that. I love this trade last week. Like, this was an absolute fleecing. Like, this was such a bad trade. Shams Charania had to be like, guys, was not hacked.
Yeah.
This is for real. Like, this trade sounds like a drunk text.
No, it does.
Like-
I told you, it's like you turn your
yeah.
difficulty on easy and you just go ahead and do it. You just give up whoever.
Ah,
Crazy
like,
work.
Nico Harrison's getting fired.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't
Getting
be surprised.
fired. Did you see the video of that fan? They put him on the cam. It was like a jam cam or something. And he said, "Fire Nico," and they escorted him out like 30
Why?
seconds.
It's free speech.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But no, Nico's definitely getting fired. I mean, they're already refunding season ticket holders. Like, it's bad. It's
That's wild.
bad.
Yeah, that's wild.
So you were banking on AD and Kyrie making a run this year, and AD is now out for at least.
I just didn't think they were going to be bad, but AD's not going to be in for them to be good.
Let's give
So, I
credit
don't
where
know.
it's due. AD had a generational first half.
Was that the
Bro, he had like 20 something points. Like,
but
10
didn't he only
rebounds,
finish with
4 blocks.
26?
Or yeah, it was.
Yeah,
something
he
like
finished
that.
with, I think he only had 2 points in the second half.
Yeah, but that was how good he was in the first half. He had like 10 boards.
Did he
4
get
blocks,
injured
like,
in that
generational.
game? I didn't finish it. Okay.
Non-contact injury.
Okay. Yeah, he had a. I
Non-contact
thought he was going to go
point
for
injury.
50.
He was.
Yeah.
He was generational.
Yeah. That's wild.
Dude, you know how sick this team of Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, and Anthony Davis would have been in like 2016?
Would it give the Warriors a run for their money for real?
Oh my god. But yeah, so like I said, I love the trade for the Lakers. Nico Harrison's probably getting fired because AD's injured.
For sure.
But let's another Lakers trade. It just had me going like this. What is going on with the Mark Williams trade, bro? Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't.
Did you heard? I told you how it was voided, right?
Yeah, you did. That's why I was like, I left it alone because I was like, connected.
So
and
you
go.
know how physicals in the NBA are kind of like a like a very slim, very easygoing. Like, we just want to make the trade. Like,
Yep,
as long
exactly.
as you don't have like AIDS, like you're gonna pass your physical. Like, if you're not like Magic Johnson, you will pass your physical.
Oh yeah.
Mark Williams failed his physical in the NBA.
AIDS.
Failed his physical in the NBA. How do you do that?
I don't know, man. He must
How do
have
you
bad
have
knees or
both
something.
legs and fail your physical? Like, how bad is his knees?
My man pulled an Albert Hainsworth.
Bro, like this
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like what? Oh my gosh, I just don't. And like this is also a part of the trade that's not being talked about enough. They have to go back to their teams, so trade deadline's over as well. So it's like, oh hey, like, did y'all miss me? Sorry,
Hey,
I told
y'all.
you to shove it up your ass when I was leaving. Sorry, I said I hate this city and hope it burns to the ground. My bad. Like,
My goodness.
So yeah, so now they have to go back to their teams. You have to go back to a team that traded you. Absurd.
I don't think it's gonna be too crazy, only because it's like I don't think it was like bad blood or anything, and plus they know it's a business. Like the players know it's a business. No, unless it was like I'm trying to think what can I equate it to? What's a bad trade where like it was just ugly all around?
Deshaun Watson.
There we go. That's a good one. Give me one that's less touchy feely, pun intended.
Horrific trade. The Colts trading for Carson Wentz.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Did you see that graphic of all the picks they got, of all the players they got? For
Yeah,
those
because
picks?
the Eagles were shitting on him too. Like,
Or
it was
here's an
bad.
older one for you that you might remember: the Albert Hainsworth.
Yeah, to Washington.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike. It was funny because Mike Shanahan. They televised his physical. You just see this like 400-pound man failing to run like 100-yard dash or something, bro. It was the most funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Here's another trade that aged like milk, and I hate to say it because this was a phenomenal player when he got traded, but he just nosedived. Jamal Adams.
Yeah.
Two ones for Jamal Adams.
Yeah, AB, and we didn't barely get anything back for AB. They didn't even suit up for the Raiders.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the NBA is absolutely wild. I mean, I think the Lakers need to sign a big man on the buyout market.
Yeah.
Um,
I still got my Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee out there. I'm just saying.
it's not bad. They'll get you bored.
It would work for them. It would work
It
for
would.
them.
It sucks that it's past the trade deadline, so they can't even make any more trades.
Yeah,
Like, if
but
this
they're
happened
both-
like the day. Huh?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say if this happened like the day before trade deadline, they'd be like, okay, we can pivot to someone else.
Mhm.
But the fact that it's 5 days after the trade deadline,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll both sign. They'll get somebody. They're still free agents out there.
Oh, yeah.
Shape. Yeah.
they'll make a rotation of Doncic, Reeves, and Connect. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's move on to we have the All-Star Weekend coming up.
Who's taking? Was the AD in there? Somebody taking the spot?
Do you want to guess who it is?
I'm assuming. Are they playing the 4 or the 5?
It's not a forward at all. It's a guard.
Ooh. Are they relevant as far as recent news we've done?
Yes.
De'Aaron.
No.
Ooh.
No. The team's relevant. He's not
Oh,
relevant.
the team's relevant.
We literally just talked about the team
Like today?
like 5 minutes ago. If
Oh
that.
shoot. Kyrie then.
You might not guess him because you might already think he's an all-star, but Kyrie Irving.
You hear me? I said Kyrie.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah,
hear you then.
yeah, I said Kyrie.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay.
That's on me.
No, you're good.
But
yeah, Kyrie.
Irving.
Definitely would have been
And
my
then
guess.
did you hear who replaced Giannis?
No.
Any guesses? It's a point guard.
Another
Very
point?
prominent point guard. This
Is
is
it
for the
on his
Heat.
team?
No, not on his team.
Okay.
It's like a middle of the road team that
Middle
has a
of the
very
road?
elite point guard, and it's not LaMelo. I know that's your guess. It's not LaMelo.
That
It
was
should have
gonna
been
be a good
LaMelo,
guess for
but
me.
it is not LaMelo.
They
Should've
older?
been, but it's not.
A vet?
No, I'd say no. They're a vet. Like they've been in the league for over 5 years, but I wouldn't call them older. They're not 30. He's got a really fugly haircut.
Fugly haircut. Oh, I definitely should know this.
People
Trey
make fun of
Young.
him 'cause- Yep. Good job, Monk. Good job, Monk. I'm glad you got it off the
I
haircut.
don't want to talk about him because hairline stuff runs in my family. But my guy,
no.
you got money, dog. Go get that fixed up, man.
Dude, either fill it or shave it.
Yeah,
brother.
you gotta get that fixed up, dog.
You gotta figure it
You
out.
out here looking
you're
like
worth
Gollum
$200
from
million,
Lord of the Rings.
brother.
Me, my precious. Like, go get that fixed, my dog.
Excuse me. But yeah, so that is the current replacements. I still think LaMelo and Tyrese Maxey were snubbed, but I mean, you got to play the game of who would you take out to replace
Tyrese
him.
Maxey was on a tear at the beginning of the year, no?
He still is, but he has no help. The Sixers suck.
Yeah.
Suck. Why do both of my basketball teams this year suck?
Yo, there was a lot of emphasis on that, bro.
Like, this is the mountaintop. This is the pinnacle. They are the pinnacle of suck. Why does North Carolina have 11 losses?
Ooh, I didn't know
They
that
just
had
they
11.
lost by 20 to Clemson last night.
What's Clemson ranked?
23rd.
Oh,
They got 20-pieced. Dude, they were down by 2 at halftime. And they got 20-pieced.
oh man, March Madness is coming up soon, man. I wasn't ready for the soundbite.
Oh, like
That'll
the
be
Sixers,
all right,
I already
man.
knew they were going to suck because of all the injuries. But North Carolina had higher hopes.
We always have next year.
Hubert Davis is not going to have next year at this rate. Like, most basketball schools, like, they have it down here. Like, all right, whatever. This is North Carolina, brother. One of the most storied, best programs in the country.
Problem solved.
We
Get
do
Bill
not have down
Belichick to
here.
coach both.
I'm down.
Yo, he might be all right coaching basketball. You never know.
Oh, yeah. Like, he doesn't know shit about strategy, but you know he's going to have those boys firing
he
on all
might be all
cylinders.
right. Yeah,
You'll have them
know.
motivated.
Yeah.
You know. Come on now.
Yeah.
I like, if you haven't already checked out our interview with Connor Newcomb, I like how we had to specify to him that I was a UNC fan before Bill.
Yeah, most definitely. You were like, before Bill.
I had to put it on the record. Now every time I wear Tar Heel stuff, you're like, oh, Bill Belichick fan. Like, oh, up yours. I've been a fan for over 5 years.
Like, no.
Right? Like, I watched us lose 10 games, brother. Like,
I've been through Drake May. I've been
Sammy Howell.
Sam Howell.
Yep.
Oh man.
Even back to Mitch Trubisky.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. I forgot he was. I don't know why he thought I thought he was Duke for a second, but then I realized I was thinking about Daniel Jones.
Yep.
Yeah.
We whooped his ass.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't remember those games, but I hope we whooped his ass. We probably didn't because
Probably
we
did. They
absolutely
were not-
suck.
They were. I don't understand why he was a top pick.
Wow, we've gotten so far off track. This was supposed to be about the All-Star game. That's hand up. That's on me. But anyways, back to the All-Star game. Are you excited about this at all?
No.
Because I'm like,
And
Like,
usually I watch it. I usually watch it. I just
you know what's sad?
what?
You know what my favorite part of All-Star Weekend is? The
I'm intrigued.
celebrity game.
Who's supposed to be in it this year? Probably I Show Speed. Probably Kai Cenat. Probably.
Bailey's in it, brother. Represent.
Are you serious?
IWC. WWE. Yes, sir.
She's in it.
Yes, sir. All 5'6".
Oh. Man.
Yeah, dude, I wish they had other WWE stars, man. That'd be so sick. We
Yeah.
might get into some wrestle talk this offseason if we run out of things to talk about.
Heck yeah. No, let's do it anyway.
I'm a massive wrestling fan, so if y'all are wrestling fans, make sure you subscribe. Let us know in the comments if this is content you guys would want. We'll put it on socials too, kind of test the waters, but wrestling is something we might get into.
Yeah, we're gonna get into our experimental era. You know, we got a lot of time on our hands for sure. So you guys let us know what you want in the comments, Instagram, YouTube, whichever else, whatever you're listening to us on. Yeah, just hit us up. Let us know. But yeah, let's continue on.
But yeah, so All-Star Weekend is dead. The dunk contest used to be the shit, like the top of the line. Like I used to get hyped, like order me a pizza, some Mountain Dew, like when I was like a teenager, like locked in on dunk contest. And now it's a bunch of nobodies doing dunks we've seen 20 million times.
I know, and it's like it's crazy because it's still impressive for like regular people, but it's like to the point where we're just so saturated, oversaturated with it. Yeah.
And there's no stars. That was half the fun. Like Vince Carter, like that was sick. Like, it's the same dudes every year, too. Like, how many times I got to see Mac McClung do this?
So, Matt McClung. I like McClung.
That's what I'm saying. I do, too, but I don't want to see him for 5 years in a row.
Nah, facts.
But, yeah, I mean, the three-point contest is definitely more, like, fun to watch than the dunk contest at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, that INSQ Curry thing was fire.
Yeah, I need them to do that again. Yeah.
Dude, can you imagine if it was INSQ and Caitlyn against Curry and, like,
I would
Damian
love that.
Lillard?
I would love that.
I would love that.
Is that dude who gave that dude? I think he won it one year, or he gave Curry a run for his money last year. I forgot his name. The white guy.
White guy.
He's tall. I forgot the man's name. Dog. Hold up.
Markkanen?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. I
Yeah.
had to think about white dudes that could shoot threes.
Yeah. Is he? You know if he's gonna be in it this year?
I don't know. I didn't even look who's in it. That's how uninterested I am this year.
Got you. I think I don't. Because Curry skipped the year before last, right?
I think so.
That might have been the year that he won that I'm thinking of.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Because I think Curry won
Just
last
that's
year.
how uninterested I was. We have Damian Lillard's in it.
Okay.
It's Damian Lillard, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, Buddy Hield, Cam Johnson, and Norman Powell.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Kind of an underwhelming class.
There's some strange names in there.
Yeah, it's kind of an underwhelming class in terms
Yeah.
of 3-point participants, but whatever. Just for them to drop 200 points in the All-Star game. So,
Facts.
I mean, whatever. But yeah, that's most of the NBA news that we have. Really, the NBA deadline, there was a lot of deals, but it wasn't big deals. Like we talked about Jimmy Butler. We've talked about Brandon Ingram got an extension today with the Raptors.
Oh.
So yeah, I didn't know if you knew that he got traded there.
No, I didn't know he was on Toronto.
Yeah, they finally shipped him out.
They still got Pascal?
No, Pascal been gone. Bro.
Where's
He's
Siakam at?
Indy. He's in Indy with Halliburton.
Oh my gosh. Who do the Raptors have then? Because Van Fleet's gone too.
They got Scotty Barnes.
Okay.
They have
Oh gosh.
RJ Barrett. They have RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly. They're not as bad as everyone thinks.
Scotty Barnes.
Dude, he's not a bad player. He was a
No.
bad rookie, but he's not a bad player.
Funny.
Oh.
No, he needs to be tested. That's what I mean. Dog. He's a strange guy, man. He's strange. He's funny though. He's strange though.
Oh, they have a white dude named Grady Dick. He's really good.
Is he the one that switched with my guy when the last name Black, and so they put
yep.
Black? Yeah. That's hilarious.
He's
Yeah.
actually pretty good. So
Okay.
the Raptors got a nice little young team going.
Okay.
But yeah, you have anything else NBA you want to get into? All right, let's get into our final piece of topic today.
Mm-hmm.
Let's recap the NFL honors. We did predictions, so we'll do a little recap here. So Jordan, you can take us into it. What do you think?
Okay. So as you all know, we were talking about the NFL honors last episode. I guess we can go straight into the biggest one, MVP.
Yeah, go for it.
Um, Josh Allen, quarterback for the Buffalo Bills, is winning on and off the field, my friends. He has won the MVP of the 2024 season. I'm going to ask you how you... I think you just explained how you feel about it with that soundbite. But, let me know, and then I'll go into mine. I'll let you go first.
I mean, Lamar's already got 2. Josh has 0. I'm happy for Josh. I mean, he got engaged to Haley Steinfeld, massive W. Got MVP, massive W. He had a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very wholesome speech. Kind of a tearjerker. So I'm not mad at all. It's just everyone.
I'm not saying that he's undeserving, but I'm just saying that Lamar deserved it more.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And Lamar was first team All-Pro, which was weird.
Yeah.
So, whatever. It's not a big deal to me. I'd rather have a Super Bowl ring. Lamar's first MVP was cool, and then the second one was even cooler. But now I'm all right, MVPs are cool. I want a ring.
Yeah.
So, good for Josh. He deserves one. But we got to get all these young guys MVPs as well, like Burrow and all the other big names. Let's get them MVPs. Let's get them some accolades so they can all start building their Hall of Fame resumes. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy for Josh.
They have the stats to make an argument. It's just,
Yeah.
You got to have the hardware with some people.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the thing that people measure on. Nobody's ever going to touch Brady. I'm sorry, which is fine. I mean, you can be great in your own right. He's the greatest winner of all time. Doesn't mean he has to be your greatest, quarterback.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. But Josh Allen's MVP, Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell. Well, we were saying it might be O'Connell, yeah.
Bro took Sam Darnold to 14 wins. Well deserved.
That's exactly why we were saying that, yeah, he definitely deserved it. What were we saying? We were saying him and Dan Campbell.
Yep, and Dan Quinn.
Yeah, and Dan Quinn. Yeah, Dan Quinn was your guy. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to see what he does this year because again, they weren't supposed to be as good as they were last year. What did they win? 14 games?
Yeah,
they won 14 games.
They're not winning 14.
I think they'll win 10. I think they'll still.
I was gonna say 11,
enough.
but yeah, close enough.
Yeah, they'll still be good.
I think JJ will start slow and then pick up down the stretch.
Yeah, I agree, but yeah, we'll see. It's just going to be his rookie year. He was injured last year.
Like an Anthony Richardson situation all over again.
So we'll see. Hopefully, it didn't do anything to hurt his development. I don't think sitting's really going to.
It shouldn't.
Sitting's not going to help it too much, but maybe it will. In the sense that he had to.
He got to take.
I was about to say, and in the sense that he had to face adversity so early in his career.
And JJ's such a smart kid. He'll know how to apply it. I'm biased towards JJ McCarthy. You know that, but he's a smart kid. He's got Kevin O'Connell. He's got Justin Jefferson, Addison, and Hawkinson, weapons that will get open.
Mm-hmm.
If JJ or Addison are one-on-one, he has an easy throw.
Absolutely.
So he's got that going for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't have to be Superman.
Guru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What tree is he from? McConnell. He's from the McVay, right? No,
I believe so.
I think
Yeah.
he's from the McVay tree. I could be
I
wrong.
believe so. I know he played for the Patriots with Tom Brady and Belichick.
Okay, because I know Mike McDaniel's from the McVay tree, but I thought that McConnell might be too. I'm pretty sure
No,
he
Mike
is.
McDaniel's from Shanahan.
He's from Shanahan. I thought he was from McVay. Oh, because McVay's from Shanahan tree. They're both from
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
But
Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jared Verse.
I called that one.
Yes, you did.
Told you, people who get sacks, they get like the little bump like quarterbacks get.
He didn't have a bad year. They weren't eye popping. They were good for a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I just felt like Quinion Mitchell, Coop.
Quinion's problem is that nobody threw to him. So he
Yeah,
didn't have the stats. Like Quinion was so good, quarterbacks didn't throw to him, so he didn't have the stats.
which is wild. Like it's like I don't think he should be like. That's why I think it's more stat driven than it is like eye test.
100%.
You know what I mean? Especially
Think about people who are voting for this.
Yeah,
People who are voting for this aren't football people; they're media members.
exactly.
All they know how to do is scoreboard watch.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, "Oh, 8 sacks. Oh, this guy has like 1 interception.
Mm-hmm.
He's not rookie of the year."
Yeah,
Dumbass.
that's the only thing they're looking at. Yeah.
They need to do it like the Heisman, where it's former people voting for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you win an award, like, you should have a vote on it for as long as you won it. Like,
Absolutely.
Pat Surtain winning Defensive Player of the Year, I know a little spoiler, but he should now have a vote once he's retired. He should have a vote of every Defensive Player of the Year. If
Yeah,
he wants
I
to
agree.
go forward.
I agree. I
Same
think
thing
that's
with,
cool.
like, Lamar MVP. When Lamar retires, because obviously you don't want the conflict of interest, once Lamar retires, he should have a vote for MVP for as long
Yeah,
as he
like the
wants.
NFLPA having a right to vote in that, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Heisman. I think
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
Yeah, heck yeah.
That's guys who know ball.
Heck yeah. You put it in the good terms. Okay. Comeback player of the year was my pick. I think you picked. Did you pick Joe too? I don't remember who you picked.
I said he should have won it, but I didn't think they were going to give it to him because now he has 2 of them. They normally don't give him 2.
Yeah.
So I picked Darnold, but I thought Burrow should have won it.
Yeah, because only reason I was making the case because he had an MVP level year, and since he couldn't get offensive player of the year because of Saquon, spoiler alert again, I knew that Joe Burrow was going to get it.
You know what's crazy? Jamar
What?
Chase had a triple crown and got goose egg.
Yeah. That's
just
really
got put
crazy to
back
show
here.
for it. That's really
It's
he
just
picked the
back
worst year to have a triple crown because
Last year he
this was
would've
just a
ran away with it.
record breaking year
Oh,
for
yeah.
everybody. Yeah,
He
yeah,
would have ran away with it last year.
yeah. And I guess they gave Joe because Joe, even though Joe still went out with an injury, they're counting the wrist as him being eligible for the reward. So
Correct.
I mean, yeah, he counts for it. Also,
No,
Demar
he does.
Demar's 0-2. I just like to say that. It's for a reason, dog. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, man.
Bro came back from the hardest thing, but since he's not a star, it's kind of like you had the hardest thing to come back from, but you're not really putting up numbers.
Comeback player of the year, you have to factor in play. You have to.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
You
like,
have to.
Yes,
Unless-
he had the hardest thing to come back from.
Although I will say, didn't Alex Smith win it that one year?
He did.
Alex Smith was not good that year. So if we want to get technical,
We're gonna have to save that for a whole nother episode.
but at the same time, Demar also didn't die that year. So like it's a whole different thing.
I thought he did for like 2 or 3 seconds.
That wasn't that year. Alex Smith was on the Commanders like 2020, 2021.
No, I was talking about the year DeMar like had his thing. I wasn't talking about Alex Smith this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll say yeah. We were talking about 2 different things. but-
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else you want to get into about the honors?
We can just get into offensive rookie of the year since like that's a big name. Other than that, we'd already spoiled what everything else was.
Yeah. All right. Let's do offensive rookie of the year, and then we'll get out of here.
Got you. So offensive rookie of the year, we got Jaden Daniels, Washington Commanders. No one's surprised.
Easily earned.
Okay, so this is my last question before we wrap up. Greatest rookie year of all time.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like even what Ben Roethlisberger
Yeah, I don't think it
did,
can be
like,
topped.
he still, like,
You're
wasn't
one game
asked to
shy
do
of the
as much
Super
as
Bowl.
Jaden was asked to do. But you have anything else you want to get into before we get out of here?
As always, thank you, people. Thank you to Hugo House for sponsoring the episode. I love you, bro. Once again, you know I always love to. Got to show off the merch, but always love to do this with you, bro. Can't wait to see what this continues to turn into. People, please like, comment, subscribe on all of our platforms. It really means a lot. And we just thank you guys for listening. Our numbers have been going up steadily, and it's been very encouraging. So please continue to do so.
Absolutely, guys. Yeah, Jordan, I love doing this with you. I love you, big bro. Let's go. Like, I'm very excited to see what this is becoming. Just make sure you keep spreading the word, people. The only way is up from here. So thank you all so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow on all the socials. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time. See ya.